Let's go listen to AJ. Let's go listen to AJ. Let me pull these clips up off of Sky Sports and that rant. How did you feel, though? You know what I don't like? That people going to start calling mental health shit. They're going to be like, oh, AJ needs to go get checked out. And like, bro, like, dude was just pissed. But however, it just, it was something. But here, look, let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. Yeah, chicks dig it.
Wait, I'm talking. Okay.
Look. So he was walking around trying to rant with Usyk's flag on. And Usyk's like, yo, bro, give me my flag. And he try to push him off.
So that's just emotion. Wait, I'm talking. Okay.
Like, bro, he does not take defeats well at all. But we can't play the clip, but I can let you listen. Because if I play it, obviously, if you don't know, not obviously, Sky Sports is going to copyright me. But what we're doing now is this feed right here is live. We're waiting for Eddie Hearn and Joshua, or just Eddie Hearn or somebody to show up.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, I think he's there. Somebody's coming in.
Look, if you knew my story, you would understand the passion. I ain't no amateur boxer from 5 years old. That was an elite prospect from a youth, bro. I was going to jail. I see some hype little youths in Reading jail. I got bail and I started training my ass off. Because if I got sentenced,
somebody's coming.
I wanted to be able to fight. I bust my case. But cousin Benga, where's he at? G14, raise your hand. I'm stealing this, Usyk, sorry. But it's because the passion we put into this man. Guys, I'm telling you, this guy to beat me tonight, maybe I could have done better. But it shows the levels of hard work he must have put in. So please give him a round of applause as our heavyweight champion of the world. Woo!
This was cringe.
I'm not a 12-round fighter. Look at me. I'm a new breed of heavyweights. All them heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey. Oh, yeah, you don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano. Because I ain't 14 stone, that's why. I'm 18.
That was kind of funny. Let me rewind that back. Oh, there's Eddie. Up, AJ not showing? AJ ain't going. Is he going to show? Oh, there he is. All right, here we are, guys. This is live, real time. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe. Yeah, please, like the video. Let's try to get to 500. Help a brother out.
He said this, please.
No. Thank you, guys.
You better like the video. I'll cut this shit off.
Keeping you guys late, and I always appreciate your time. I hope everyone's well and enjoyed their time in Saudi. Eddie, I'll let you start.
Yeah, no, guys, I want to say firstly, of course, thank you to everybody in Saudi Skills Challenge. It was an incredible event, an incredible night. It was an incredible fight. A split decision to the pound-for-pound number one is never a disgrace. We want to congratulate Alexander Usyk. What he did from the 10th round was quite incredible. From my point of view, I'm very proud of this man here who's continuously, since he turned pro and since probably the Dillian Whyte fight, has fought elite fight, big fight, stadium fight, big money fight, pressure fight, consecutively. And people sometimes don't understand the pressure that puts on someone. And I can tell you that when people talk about the hunger of a fighter, you only have to see the changing room of Anthony Joshua after tonight to realise how hungry he is in the sport. He's devastated by defeat because he wanted victory more than anything. We're all extremely proud of him for giving us a great fight tonight against one of the best that's ever laced up a pair of gloves. So, AJ, from my point of view and everybody's point of view, we're very proud of you for your performance tonight.
Thank you, Eddie.
It is 3 a.m, so we're not going to be here for hours and hours, so we're going to open the floor to questions for Anthony Joshua.
Anthony, 11 months ago, it felt like you didn't quite empty the tank. Tonight, you went out on your shield, you went out throwing. Do you feel like you've exercised some demons from 11 months ago?
Is that how long it's been? 11 months? Yeah. It's a long time. Exercise some demons. I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest with you. Have I exercised some demons tonight?
You left it in the ring tonight.
No, it's just I tried a different style. Well, previously in my career, through the sport of boxing, like what got me through in my early days when I was beating people that I shouldn't have been beating. For example, I was an amateur for 3 years. only 3 years when I walked into the gym with my cousin Benga over there, who's now head of security. I was beating guys based off of sheer hunger and passion. So
the company man back.
Last fight, I wanted to compete and improve myself as a boxer. And it wasn't good enough. Tonight wasn't good enough, but you can see I adapted. I made the changes needed to give him a more competitive fight. It wasn't enough, but I left everything in the gym. If I would have left everything in the ring, I would have won. But I definitely pushed myself in training camp to make sure the fight was more competitive tonight.
AJ, Antoine, ITV News. When we spoke, you said you wanted to put on a heroic performance, and in round 9, I think everybody in this room will agree that you did. Would you say you're proud of yourself this time around, and you feel like you give your all and you left it all in the ring?
Am I proud of myself? It's really, really hard for me to say I'm proud of myself. I don't feel anything. I'm upset, really, like deep down in my heart. Man.
Don't cry. Don't do it. That'll be the nail in the coffin. They're going to crucify his ass on social media. Don't you do it, AJ. Hold him in. Hold him in, bro. Hold him in. Don't. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Who's got a question for me while we're waiting?
He's going to do it. Don't do it, AJ.
Radio Raheem. Eddie, this is a journey that you've been on as well the whole way. Obviously 2 losses in a row, your flagship fighter. What is next for you in your mind as a promoter, and what do you say to Anthony Joshua immediately after the fight?
Well, as I said in the ring after, the key to life is happiness, and at the end of the day, I just want him to be happy. He's given his whole life since he started to the sport of boxing, and people don't realise that what a bubble it is in the life and world of Anthony Joshua. When everybody in the country knows who he is.
Don't cry after no loss. After a win.
He's in the gym all the time with his team. He's living up in Loughborough. He's away from home. There isn't anyone I know that's more dedicated to the sport than him. And sometimes people don't understand the pressures that are on people's shoulders. But he's never ducked a challenge. He's never shirked the pressure. He's always tried to give his time for people, and he's always tried to inspire the next generation. He's been an amazing ambassador. For the first time in boxing, you see all these complete dickheads, many of them tonight on social media, they've got too much to say for themselves, that want to pretend they're good people, that actually aren't role models, that aren't ambassadors, that aren't people that I would want my kids to look up to. This is someone that I want my kids to look up to. That is true.
These motherfuckers be scumbags.
But
you can look up the T Street though.
And that responsibility is a huge burden. And he's always felt that responsibility. If he's out in public, he gives everybody his time. Right? He's one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. And he's a competitor. He's a winner. And when you don't win, and you see, what you saw tonight was a raw emotion, a real person that was feeling the pressure, that wanted to win so badly. And people need to realise that you live in an online world where it's just opinions, stick, abuse, and he'll never tell you that the pressure, he sees that or he feels it. But it's impossible not to. So what I want to see is I want to see him happy, and I think what we want to see is we want to see him be active. Too many gaps between fights, too many stadium fights. From the Dillian White fight at the O2, to Charles Martin at the O2, to Dominic Brazil at the O2, to Eric Molina at Manchester Arena, to Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium, to Carlos Takam at the Millennium Stadium, to Joseph Parker at the Millennium Stadium, to Alexander Povetkin at Wembley Stadium, to Andy Ruiz at Madison Square Garden, to Andy Ruiz in Riyadh, to Kubrat Pulev at the O2, to Alexander Usyk at Tottenham Hotspur, to Alexander Usyk. That is the run that Anthony Joshua...
I'm going to smoke a little pot. I'll be back. Just a little reefer.
Separate. No, I do. No, but I do, because you don't get the credit. No, but I'm going to give you the credit, because at the end of the day, you've had to step up to carry the sport in our country.
This is true. You can't take that away from him.
We've joked before. You said, "God, I have to have all these tough fights." You saw people have these easy fights. You never had them. You never wanted them. Because you want to create a resume. Yeah, because you're a fighter. You're a winner. You wanted to fight the elite. You fought the pound for pound, back to back, right? At Tottenham, you lost. Tonight, you lost a split decision to the best fighter in the sport. Everybody else would have vacated the WBO belt before the Tottenham fight. So I will say, because people take easy touches, fans moan about fighters ducking fights, taking easy touches. He's never taken an easy touch, and we should be very, very proud of him.
And Joshua, after the fight, it looked like you were leaving the ring. Like
I don't smoke. I vape. Actually, I can't smoke. I got bad lungs.
Back in the ring, and were a sportsman and gave a tremendous ambassador-esque speech. Can you talk to me about what happened in your mind that made you turn around and come back in the ring, and what you were trying to say post-fight in that speech?
I just feel like when you try and do things from your heart, not everyone's always going to understand, and it was just from the heart, right? I knew I was mad, like at myself, not anyone, just at myself. So I thought, I've got to get out of here because I'm mad, like, and like anyone, when you're angry, you might do stupid things. So I was mad, but then I realized, oh shit, this is sport. Let me do the right thing and come back. And then I just spoke from my heart. Like it's been so tough. Like you see AJ holding it together, yeah. And I'm a hustler, so I try and put things together. Like I try to work hard, put things together, make sure my team's good. But it comes at a cost, like a big cost, and like sometimes it'll never break me, but it takes real strength for it not to break you. And tonight, like there's a little crack in that armor because I took a loss, and I think you just saw me just upset. And with the speech, I was just speaking about where I'd come from. Like I was on the roads, like really, and I made a transition in boxing, and it really helped me change my life. You know, bring me closer to God, bring me closer to meeting so many amazing people. And I just kind of laid it all on the line with my speech. But listen, let's not forget about the champ Alexander Usyk, who put on a phenomenal performance as well. So credit to him. I can't remember what I said in the ring because it was just so passionate, but I just want to say thank you to him for taking part in a great historical fight as well. It takes two to tango, and I was just so upset.
Yeah, they're going to light his ass up on social media.
You said to over here. It's been a long journey with you, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm over here, Anthony. You said to Antoine at the press conference on Wednesday that the performance was as important to you in a way as the outcome. Two things. Are you happy with the performance? And do you not necessarily the outcome, but are you happy with your performance this time? And do you not realise that at home, and this is all of us that have had messages from people at home, people were off their seats with respect, screaming you on to knock Alexander Usyk out from the 8th round onwards?
I was.
I'm not. Look, when you lose, you're not ultimately happy. It's just upsetting. I really wanted to win, and I wanted to win for Great Britain because I know how much they wanted me to fight Tyson Fury. So I wasn't just fighting for myself. I was fighting for like the whole nation. So I was just so upset. So I'm not so happy with the performance because I didn't win. And I appreciate everyone who was watching at home. You know, fighting, yeah, like, I'm a fighter, I'm not a normal person. Like, even though I try and, as you said, hold it together, to be a fighter is like a real different mindset and lifestyle that you have to embody, especially to try and be a good fighter. So I just, I just in war mode, but I appreciate everyone that support and watched at home, and I really wanted to do it for them because I wanted to bring the belts back home, and I really wanted to, you know, challenge for the undisputed 2 of Britain's best. But we move on to the next.
Do you
please take your time out and like the video? It'd be great if we can get the 500.
One question at a time because I'm forgetting the second one.
Well, it was just
no, I mean, like, you're asking me 2 questions at once.
Yeah, can you like the video? That'll really help out a lot. Try to get the 500.
Respect. Do you feel you earned it back tonight? That everyone should be giving you it?
No. Well, from who? Who am I trying to earn respect from?
Your public.
It's not my business what they think of me.
I think he looked good despite losing.
I don't really... do you know what people should respect me for? When I meet them and how I greet them, shake hands, yes please, no thank you. As I say, don't respect me just because of the fight.
He got nasty with me when I met him.
Because that isn't
what
makes
I was LDBC.
A man or a woman. I think it's your character and like how you treat people. So that's how I want to earn the respect. And I've always tried to kind of keep my feet on the ground. I make mistakes. Sometimes I do things from the heart without thinking. But other than that, I hope people can respect me for the man I'm trying to become.
And the final thing, obviously you're incredibly disappointed in this moment.
Come on, Gareth.
How is that hunger still burning inside you?
I'm a fighter for life. That hunger never dies. Fire for life.
Thank you, Anthony.
Respect.
Okay, we've got one more here from Antoine Allen.
This is a question to Eddie, because I know Anthony would be too humble to ask this. When you speak to other boxers, they speak about how Anthony literally exists.
The hell just happened? Did somebody kick over the... Their feed just cut out. That's not me. That's not me. Their feed just literally cut out. It's still live, but it just cut out. I wonder if somebody tripped over the wires or some shit. Let me see if Matchroom has it up. I apologize, guys. We're waiting for it to come back, but their feed literally just gave out. Like, it is not me at all. So what the hell just happened? Well, we're going to talk about...
We won't be here today. None of us would be in this room without Anthony Joshua. I promise you. I wouldn't be... Our business wouldn't be... My life wouldn't be what it was without Anthony Joshua. No boxers would be earning the kind of money in the UK if it wasn't for Anthony Joshua. He has taken the sport in terms of popularity, in terms of attraction from broadcasters, sponsors, to another level. And you're right, he's far too humble to say it. You've seen a lot of fighters and a lot of people from the industry come out with those kind of comments this week, which is nice to see. And he would never shout that from the rooftop, and if I said that to him, he'd laugh. But that is the complete reality. We weren't in stadiums, you know, every other fight.
Oh my God,
before
Alex.
Anthony Joshua come along.
Jesus.
We weren't Brits going around the world, you know, in Madison Square Garden, in Riyadh, in Jeddah. I mean, it's been unbelievable. But the legacy should last well beyond, you know, and Gareth said the question, do you feel like the public respect you? You know, if the public don't respect him for what he's done, you might as well just give up. You can't keep people happy all the time. If you can be a good individual like he is, if you can set a good example, then that's all you can do. And honestly, the sport, you know, the sport globally wouldn't be where it was without AJ, but the sport in Britain would not be where it is today. And the fighters are benefiting because of the growth that AJ has injected into the sport.
And the question to you, AJ, to answer my question before, I'm sure everybody's proud of you, and there's lots of people at home who are proud of you as well. You spoke about being that boy from Watford who was on a completely different path, and you've inspired so many people. So if you were to give a word of advice to anyone who's looking to change their life right now, what would it be?
Oh, here we go.
To change their life right now. It's a hard question to answer. Well, I'd say... I don't know. Anyone that wants to change their life, I don't know. Do what you want, innit? It's your choice. You live your life how you think is best, and you'll like deal with the consequences of your decisions. But if you do manage to do well, always try and give back, because just don't take. Also give back where you can. I don't know what I'd tell someone. I'd probably tell them don't get into boxing. It's hard, very difficult, very, very difficult. But I don't know what I'd tell them. Just good luck with your life and just try and do well. And if you can do well, just make sure that you put your hand back to try and help bring people with you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I tell someone. If you bust out the hood, make sure you bring the man, them and your family with you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it, really.
Josh, you say about don't get...
Look, their shit just cut out again. Their shit just cut out again. Their feed just cut out again.